According to the U.S. Department of Labor, the construction industry is made up about 90% of men and only 10% of women, and that's a small fraction compared to other industries.
But there's a business owner here on Delmarva that is defying those odds. Check out how the co-owner of DryZone took her passion for construction and turned it into a successful company that's growing every day.
Heather Anderson says she's always had a passion for construction work.
So pretty much as I grew up here in Sussex County, I grew up in Georgetown. My parents actually owned a water well manufacturing plant, and so I was used to working in a shop. So I got to tinker with machinery, and I used a screwdriver at the age of 12, and I was hammering and I was welding and all of that. So instead of the princess dream or, being a nurse or, anything that most women are pushed to become, I stepped back and I said, no, I want to be something different.
After a lot of planning and hard work, she now owns her company, DryZone, a business created to help people protect their property through waterproofing and other services.
DryZone started out of a necessity that everybody that owns a home property or investment property in Delmarva has because of unstable soils, groundwater issues, high humidity. And we felt that we needed to be the company that provided excellent service and care to each property.
She says her team is full of experts who can fix problems before they get any worse.
Sometimes homes, you'll start seeing these step-down cracks on corners, or you may see a horizontal line in your basement or even on your crawlspace walls. And what we do is we actually stabilize that, because it's not actually the house failing. It's not the concrete failing. It's not the mason work failing. It's actually the soils underneath that are failing. So we go in, we stabilize it to a certain pressure, and most of the time we're able to lift the house back up to where it was.
Though the business is pretty well known, she says a lot of her clients also come from online.
Most of the time we get a lot of our referrals from the internet, because this isn't a common industry. We would have never thought, our crawl spaces weren't supposed to smell moldy. They weren't supposed to have water in them. Basements are supposed to leak, from what everybody says, but they're not. So a lot of people will start noticing wall seepage for water coming in through cracks or water coming up from their floor. And we actually have a lot of internet feedback for those leads.
Once the customer comes to the office, Heather says they have the option of looking at some examples of homes through the showroom.
Because it's not a common industry that we're in, we actually like show and tell. I always believe show and tell. I always loved it growing up through school. So we have an area where somebody can come, they can touch the products that they're going to have, and they can actually crawl into a crawl space here in the office. And the reason why we do that is because I'm not sure if you go underneath the house anytime, but most of our homeowners, they don't want to crawl under there. They don't want to go in their basements just because of the bad images they have. And so we actually designed one here that you're happy to go sit in.
Heather says that when people come to see her and visit the showroom, their faces light up. And that's the end result she always tries to achieve with each client.
We are determined to redefine our industry. We will show up when we say we show up. We care about everyone. We don't take advantage. We do what is right, and we do what's right the first time.
The DryZone headquarters is located in Ellendale, but they say they serve many parts of Maryland and all of Delaware.
Hey, it's a woman's world, and we're just living in it.
That's right.